Welcome to Tlakas Tavern. And we are back.
Really?
Yes, we are back. Well, she's scratching.
Well, I'm sorry. I humbly, I have been working on that. I have been working on humbling myself, which is that's a journey in itself. But I have been working on that one, and I must tell you that when it was time for the show to start, I did actually go and actually look. I was like, "What the hell are you at?" And I knew you wasn't there, and I had to go and admit that it was just a little miss, just a little.
A little mist.
Oh, oh, I'm working. See, you taking almonds in. I've been trying to work on it.
Oh no!
I'm used to you sitting there, and I'm used to you coming in, and you wasn't there.
So you missed me. Baby.
No, I didn't. Not really. I missed you saying. I missed your voice. Your body could have stayed where it was. How about that?
So I could have just did my shit from my truck.
If that's what it took, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it next week. Next week I'll be in my truck.
It ain't like you ain't did it before.
She said I don't have to be here. I'm gonna be sitting outside in my truck.
Well, sit in your truck.
Doing the show from there.
It's not like you hadn't done it before. You did it from your front yard.
Since my presence annoys her.
Oh Lord, see that's what I'm talking about. There's always some extra. But anywho, since I took care of the first half, second half, what you want to talk about?
Oh,
just curious to know.
I want to talk about going to sleep.
Okay, I took a class on that today about helping people who can't sleep find sleep. So that was part of my training today because a lot of people who suffer with mental health issues have a difficult time sleeping.
Surely.
And so, yeah, the insomnia, and then with all the medication, so it's either they're medicated and they can't function, so they're asleep, or they have so many things going inside of their brain, and their brain working, they don't know how to calm themselves down to be able to sleep. So I took a class on that today. If you want to talk about it, then you just reach out to me at Tlakas Wisdoms, and we can sit down and we can try to help you, coach you into some rest.
Can you sleep?
Yeah, I was asleep before I came here. I was sleeping my ass off. It was good. Also, I am excited because this weekend I go and take my Reiki training, which a lot of people don't know. I've been taking a lot of classes on a lot of things.
What is Reiki training?
Well, Reiki goes back to like before Christ. It's like energy healing. And a lot of people, I was one of those people, I didn't believe in half of this crap. The things that I'm doing now, my mother would be like, I told you. Because when she was telling me about all these things when I was a little girl, I'm like, it didn't make sense because when they talked about it, I wanted to see it happen like you do on the cartoons. They talk about energy healing. I wanted to rub my hands together and see a ball of fire come out and heal somebody. But a lot of it is mental. It's a mental spiritual deal. And but Reiki healing is like all of what there's again, like they say, all of our bodies are composed of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically what you're doing is just taking the energy that surrounds the body and within you and use that to heal, certain areas. It's not you. If you're sick, you go to the doctor. You need your antibiotics and all that stuff. You take your ass to the doctor. You don't sit at home thinking that I'm gonna lay hands on you and heal you. No, but it does generate healing principles with your body. That's just like when you as a child, when we fell, the first thing our parents did was like, let me see the boo boo and kiss the boo boo. What they were really doing was generating energy to that area to try to promote healing. It seemed like when your mom touched it, like that pain just went away, and that's what it was. It was more or less, it was just converting energy into healing. And so I take a class on that. I take the all the way my mastery level class with that this weekend. And so it's been interesting.
I need energy healing I'm just gonna say on weekends, on off days. No,
See,
seriously. No,
what's
this
up?
is dead serious.
Okay.
I'm serious. On the weekends, or Saturday or Sunday on the off day, you know how you wake up and you have things to do and you get up and just go at it?
Mm-hmm.
I have about a 2 hour window
Lag
frame
time.
when I wake up, I sit there and just be like a zombie trying to get myself to move. Saturdays and Sundays, I cannot move for at
Because
least 2 hours. I go sit in the garage, drink coffee, smoke a cigar, mess with the dogs. But then I have a whole list of to-dos, and it's hell. I'm serious, about two
no,
hours.
I get that. That's everybody, but everybody has that break in time. I'm like that. It takes me. I hate so for me to function. That's why I'm like. That's why I stay on nights and do the things that I do because it works for me. Because I'm not. I'm not gonna get up if I know I have to be there at 7. I'm a late bird, and that's my Achilles heel. So if I have to be there at 7, I'm gonna get up at 6. I'm already timed it out. I got from 6 to 6:15 to get dressed. So I've timed it to where I get dressed. I can get dressed in the dark, do it all in the dark, and be at work. And ta-da! Then by the time I get there, I'm like, and it hurts.
I'm fine with work. It's
Well,
just
no,
the
it's
off days.
well. That's what you're like that on your off days because you're just that off. You're off, so you don't have anybody
Really?
dictate. Yeah,
Let
seriously.
me laugh.
Well,
She thinks she was shooting the
no,
shot.
yeah, I
I'm
did
off.
shoot. I shot the shot and proved the point at the same time. Anywho, you're like that on the weekends because you determine your time. You don't have anyone dictating your time, and you don't have anyone to answer to, and that's why you have that lag time. You don't have anybody. You don't have.
But it
Have
puts
someone.
me behind on my days. You know, you be
Well,
thinking, well, I'm gonna knock out all my to dos around noon or 1. And hell, I'm not moving around to noon or 1. And I'll
hey,
be up at
Kalisa.
6 in the
Hey,
morning.
Pitts.
I'll be up
Hey,
at
T.
6 in the morning. Just can't move.
You can't move. One is okay. There. Look, we talk a lot, so I'm going to put your business. One, yeah, your ass is tired.
You finna put my business out there?
Yeah, because here's the deal: you can't move around in the morning because you're tired.
Yeah.
That's one, and you haven't gotten enough sleep because you out there fiddle faddling with all that bullshit. And
You finna failing.
yes, well,
why you
no,
can't.
wait, hold on, tinkering.
I tinker in
He
my
out there
garage.
tinkering with that bullshit, and then
Tinkering.
yeah, till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, then you doze off, and then you want to jump up at 6 and feel like you're supposed to be refreshed.
Yeah.
You, excuse
finna
me,
call
let
me up?
me rephrase my words. Let me be professional, sir. Here's the deal:
Yes, ma'am.
you're 50, and at the age of 50,
Oh,
your body,
Go ahead
your
and tell
body,
everybody how old I am.
your body requires a certain amount of sleep, and also because you have to regenerate your cells, and your cells need to regenerate and all those things in one. So you're already physically tired, mentally drained, and
Mhm.
sleep deprived, and then you want to jump up and think that you're going to have a productive day. No,
Yes.
because your mind is on 100 and your body's on 25. You gotta, and well, your mind is on 75 and your body is on 25,
Oh, thank you.
and you gotta get those two
I
balanced.
thought you was gonna say my mind is on 0, but thank you.
Well, no, I'm gonna give you a little more than that, but
Thank
that's the reason why you
Yeah,
you have
you're
that lag time because you're not taking care of your
Yeah.
body. Are you taking your vitamins? No, I know you're not. I know you. You drink a
You
shitload.
don't know
You
me.
you drink a shitload of coffee, so you on a caffeine high half the day,
Yes.
and no vitamins. You drink your water. That's pretty cool, and you
Yep.
get your exercise in. That's
I do
even
get my
better.
exercise.
But I mean, you got to cut all that caffeine out, and then we were talking about some of the things that we talked about a long time ago. You actually saw it for yourself with your own eyes.
What?
About how bad our food is,
Yep.
all the poisons that are in our food, and that's the reason why we're in the conditions that we are in now.
And what was
Um,
the name of the show I watched that freaked me out?
Something about health.
Oh.
What is it? Watch. We'll put the
I'll
name
think
of it.
in a minute.
We'll put it out there. But anyway, he watched the show, and this was something we talked about because I'm putting all this business out there. This is a lunch meat fanatic. He was good. I'm gonna give us some turkey or some chicken. I'm like,
You
man,
are not my confidant anymore.
that's okay. That's fine. That's
I ain't
okay.
telling
Well,
you
because
nothing.
hey, this is healthy healing here, and I was like, man, everybody want to holler. Chicken is so good. That the fish is so good. Pretty much any type of meat product that we're eating, none of this crap is good. That's
It's
why I gained
called
some.
uh It's called What the Health.
What the Health? Okay,
So y'all out there, it's on Netflix. Look at the whole movie, show, documentary, whatever you want to call it. It's called What the Health on Netflix.
So, but this is again, and I know, and I'm guilty of everything that I'm speaking of with regards to food. I'm a foodie. That's just my thing. And so here it is. So he's watching. He finally watched What the Health, and he got what I was telling him. Like, man, you don't need to eat all that lunch meat. Lunch meat is one of the number one causes of cancer. He's like, man, it's turkey. Okay, but the turkey. The meat period is not good for us, and we as a whole, as a person, we were not made to really eat meat. We're supposed to be eating vegetables and fruits, vegetables, and things grown from the earth. We're not supposed to be eating meat. We can get all the protein we need from beans and again vegetables. Anything plant based has some sort of vegetable, has some type of protein in it. And so we have been conditioned to think that we need meat, we need fish. And again, this is our own government, which they probably listening to me now, so I have to be careful what I'm saying. I don't need nobody trying to swap down on my house. But again, they're poisoning us with our food. They've been poisoning us with our food for years. Back in our days when we were younger, in my days, and I'm not ashamed to say I'll be 53 next month. But the food pyramid started out, and don't say nothing, I see your face. It started off, it was 4 squares in our food pyramid. Our food pyramid now consists of 6 or 7 squares, and then at the top of the sugar. I mean, it's crazy. It's showing. I know I've seen the documentary that he's speaking of, and it shows. Okay.
That was me.
See, that's the government jumping in. That's the government jumping in.
That was my fault.
But I'm just saying, it talks about how our food is full of pesticides, poison. They were talking about 85%, I think, of the pork is full of infection, from where they do the slaughter of those pigs, and all of those animals are full of infection. The fish, the seafood is just trash. So we out here crab legging and crawfishing it, and we just straight dumping. It's just like dumping poison. I think they did a survey. It was like eating a sandwich was worse than smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, I'm a Coke addict, and so I know the difference about Coke. It was another
Coca-Cola.
thing. Yeah, Coca-Cola. Well,
when you say
clean that up.
Well, Coca-Cola, the
Clean it up. Let me put her phone down. Like, what the?
No, not like illegal drugs, but Coca-Cola. And they're like a Coca-Cola, 1 can of Coke is like eating 2 Snicker bars, 3 Snicker bars, or something like that. So, please call me a crackhead. Damn, Pitts. Yeah. But I'm just saying, that's why that's what's going on right now. And the majority of our food, is not true food. It's all of these hybrids. Everybody's out here eating these. I got a seedless watermelon. I'm like, I don't want that. That didn't come from nature. That didn't come from God. Anything that's seedless is man-made. That's all these new tiny. What are those little oranges that we have now?
Small oranges.
All these halos and all this stuff. All of these are all man-made. I bought bell peppers. How you get bell peppers with no seeds in them? So anything that you're eating, I'm not a nutritionist, so don't say Tlakas.
We are not nutritionists.
Yeah,
we are just trying to live healthy.
Yes,
we're trying. We legitimately trying to live
healthy. To do a little better.
Eat healthy.
And so again, anything that don't have a seed in it, you automatically know that it's man-made. It didn't come from the earth, and
it can't reproduce itself because you can't take a seed out of it and go put it in the backyard and plant nothing else.
And that's what the problem is right now. We're eating all this hybrid food, and the food that we're eating has no nutritional value. And so we're wondering why our kids are running around here ADHD, crazy, transforming and doing all this craziness, because we're actually vitamin and mineral deprived.
And even talk about breast milk.
Breast milk.
She got hype on breast milk.
You made my day.
Well, if the mother's not eating healthy, how can she produce healthy breast milk?
Yeah, true.
If she's full of chemicals, then what do you think she's pumping into the baby?
Some scissor. Baby sitting.
I see. That's right, Cindy. So,
okay, I'm done.
Really?
Sipping on the scissor.
No, that's 713 day. We're done with that.
Okay, it's still official. It's still officially 713
I understand that, but we're not sipping on syrup. We're not. Tlakas Tavern is not suggesting that anyone sip on syrup, purple stuff,
It's
orange stuff,
scissor.
none of that. So we're saying that. Well, all I'm saying is just be mindful of, just be mindful of some of the things and just start doing some research. We were talking about this today, and one thing, especially with us as Black people. Cindy, I know you're not black, but I'm just saying.
You did wrong.
Well, that's my friend. I love. People don't understand.
Cindy.
I love Cindy. Me and Cindy go back years. Cindy.
She was so politically incorrect.
Well, she knows that about me.
And she just said the first thing white people say, "Oh, I have friends who are
No,
black."
I'm just saying. One thing about the Black people, and I post to Joe about all the time, is Black people don't like to read at all. Refuse to crack open a book, and that's what they say. If you don't want Black folks to know about it, put it in a book. We have to start reading and being more vigilant. Just like I'm finna go on a conspiracy theory here, and I'm just saying I'm gonna just throw this out here, and you can take it how you want to. Back with all this with Left Eye, Dr. Sadie, we're gonna talk about them for a second. Not long, because I don't need nobody jumping, like I said, jumping around my house. Dr. Left Eye, they were talking. Conspiracists feel like she was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Dr. Sabi, because Dr. Sabi said he had a cure for HIV, a cure for AIDS. And so here's the deal. When he came out with all of this about how to cure all this stuff, both of them ended up dead. Now here we are right now on this day, and they got commercials on TV telling you that you can do what? Pop a pill. And when you pop, if you're HIV positive, that your test results and all of this, it'll be just like it won't even show you positive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something. Think about it. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Think about the correlation. And also, with a lot of the food companies, our government, Food and Drug Administration, Tyson is the pharmaceutical companies. Yes, Cindy, all these people don't want you to know is what they're saying is the way for us to stay healthy is not to eat meat, and the way to stay healthy is through diet. I tell anybody I've been in the medical field for a very long time, and I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, but I handle the back end. The most important part, I handle the money. And I'm really on the money end of this stuff. And so what I'm trying to explain to you is, and one thing a doctor told me, and several doctors have told me, is that they're not in the business to cure you. So a lot of people think they're going to the doctor. I'm going to go to the doctor and he's going to cure me. No, what they're in the business to do is to fix whatever ails you at that time. But when they give you that prescription is just to fix that. It's not a cure. And we need to start working on finding cures and using cures to cure the ailment instead of putting a Band-Aid on it and end up on a medication to fix that. And that medication puts you on a medication. So you're going for your blood pressure, and they put you on a medication for high blood pressure, but the high blood pressure medication triggers your migraine. So now you're on a pill for a migraine and blood pressure. Well, now you got a migraine and you can't see, so your vision bad. Now you got a pair of glasses on. So now you can't see and you're not measuring your food and all this other stuff, right? So now your sugar off, and so now you're diabetic. So you got a whole slew of different issues that's going on, but none of these have been healed. It's just a Band-Aid on a Band-Aid on a Band-Aid. So that's all I'm saying. We just need to really
eat right.
Yeah,
eat right.
Well,
even though you can't go to, I know y'all love y'all barbecue and your fish and shrimp.
Well, they've been said, I'm sorry to cut you off about that too. Barbecue. That's one of the number one. That when you put that char on your barbecue, they said they've done a research on that and said that's not one of the number one carcinogens. That's straight cancer.
Wow.
So here's the thing. So I may not do right, but I do have a Rolodex of information in this noggin of mine.
You're gonna do right. I'm gonna make sure she do right.
I'm trying. I put forth effort, and I'll start off and
I'm gonna drag her along with me on this journey. You gonna do right.
My biggest issue, and I'm very honest about me. My biggest issue with me is time and being lazy.
Yep.
Because when I get off,
I'm just gonna go old school. I'm just gonna tie a rope to you to the back of my truck.
I'm going. Don't make
you gonna
me.
walk, run, or get drugged. You gonna get it in,
Shit.
honey.
I know how to pad up. You can just go drag me to the distance. Drag me where I'm getting to.
I'm gonna get her ready.
So that's the thing. I'll start off really strong, and then, like I said, that's where this unapologetically me comes in. The part two to it. I'll start off strong, and then Life will take its toll, like with everybody. And we need accountability partners and people to help, because we'll start, like I said again, we start off strong, and then jumps in, and then we've fallen off the wagon, and then we've all the way off the wagon. We on the dirt road walking, and the wagon is gone. And so that's she say not drag you though.
I'm gonna drag her. She gonna work out, damn it.
So, but that's the thing. We just need to really just start building a network, a chain of just accountability partners, because we just have to find a way to do right, and do better. So, you have anything to say, Black Magic, about all this?
Stay black and stay healthy.
And also, we were talking about this too. My marijuana smokers.
Oh Lord.
What? No, I'm just saying. Again, I know they were talking about the hybrids and all of this other different things, but I'm old school.
You want some Reggie Miller?
I don't know who Reggie. I don't know who Reggie is.
No.
All I can say is
Tell her
this.
what Reggie Miller is.
I don't know them.
What? That's the regular week.
I don't know them.
You don't know who Reggie Miller is?
I don't know them.
Well,
He's a basketball player back in the day.
I know who Reggie Miller is.
But yeah, so they call her. You fronting over there? She wants.
was definitely fronting.
Yeah, she
No,
wants to smoke Reggie Miller.
I don't want to smoke anything, because here's the deal. I've chewed marijuana, but I have never put a piece of weed to my lips.
How you doing back there?
She say, Cindy said, don't nobody want no Reggie. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is that for me as a kid, and so that's what I'm saying, y'all weed smokers, help me understand it. I remember them. I remember the cigar box, and I remember them taking the little piece of Manila folder and shifting the seeds and the stems out and replaying.
So
I'm just saying, and replaying the seeds. I'm not. Now they have weed and all these little colors in a little ball, and they crunch it up. That ain't weed. I'm sorry. You got them chocolate stuff. Now you talking too much. But you supposed to shift. I'm just saying, make that. Help me understand it.
One chocolate will sit you down for a minute.
One chocolate put you to sleep. You good for the night. You out of there. But anywho, I'm just saying, they have, what's his name? Steve Urkel, Jaleel White. He got on his
own strand.
Yeah, he got on his whole Urkel get up with his purple Urkel.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
It's a strand.
Yeah, it's called purple Urkel. So that's what I'm saying. If you can make, if they're generating all these strands, then how are they coming up with all these different?
What you mean? It's a grown from the earth. Yeah, so you can take, all they do is take two different seeds. It's like when you breed animals.
Okay, but
they're still dogs after you breed two different kinds. They just put the two together.
It's
still a dog.
But what are they breeding it with? Because to me,
it's two different weeds.
Oh, so they have. So
they're two different like seeds, and they put the seeds. They grow them together, germinate them together.
You are smoking mud weed. A mud dog, two breeds, mud weed. It's lovely. That's over the head. Continue.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm sorry, I don't participate. I'm not I don't do.
Actually, that's a good name, mudweed. You need to write that down. Okay.
So that's what. So I'm just trying to.
No one wants to call that.
Yeah,
no one wants to smoke that. I don't want that. I
don't want that. I'm just educate me and educate some other people that don't know, because I do not know a lot about marijuana. I do know.
It's the most from the earth that I know. They try to. Basically villainize it because it takes away from big pharma. I don't know why she's standing at the door like she's not on camera. It's crazy.
Definitely.
Yeah, I forgot you forgot about that. I guess you just standing at the door.
Yeah.
The show finna be over in like 5 minutes.
Jeffy, do you have a sack with you?
Oh my gosh! Who does that? Ask somebody. You bring a sack?
Yeah. We on the tavern. Anything goes.
Okay.
Well, Cindy say it should be legal. Well, here's the deal. So, with regards to weed, marijuana, I do know that there are tons of really good that it helps with a shit. Excuse my language.
A lot of health benefits because it's natural.
And here's the deal. Even okay, so with the mental health providers, it goes back and forth. So some of the mental health. I'm listening to the people that suffer. I'm not bothered about the mental health providers. The people who suffer from mental health issues say that marijuana helps them remain calm. It gives them focus, and they're able to divvy through like some of the voices and some of the things that are going on with them. Mm-hmm. The medical side of it, the doctors are like, don't give them marijuana because marijuana is going to trigger all of these different jiggamajigs, hold on in their brain and cause them to not be able to function. Okay. So who do you listen to? The person that says that, hey, this is really helping me, or somebody that's not dealing with it and just going by what the journal? I'm starting to side with the people that's dealing with it because I've watched the difference between them. And I'm watching the medicines that they're giving them that's fucking them up. They give them a medicine, oh, this is going to help you remain calm. No, it put them to sleep, then they drool, and then they pissing on themselves because they can't control their bladder, and now they got ticks, so they got to take Tourette's medicine.
Sure.
So just smoke you a joint and call it a day?
Smoke me a joint and call me in the morning.
Yeah. So, and yeah, we're right saying to keep these folks off of these prescriptions, and that's what it all boils down to. It all boils down to the pharmaceutical companies, and that's even like now with this COVID, Pfizer. Oh, we need a booster. You need a third injection. No shit, you didn't need the first one, because with this new strand of COVID, they're check the numbers out. The people that have been vaccinated versus the people who haven't been vaccinated, and they're trying to say, oh no, the people who've been vaccinated are doing better.
Lies.
Check the numbers. Do the real math on it. But I'm gonna be, because I done spoke all against a lot of stuff the government got to say, so I'm gonna kind of chill out. It's like I said, if I'm gone, y'all know what happened. I'm like, at least maybe they send me to Cuba or something.
You silly.
Look, don't put me in a hole somewhere. But I'm just.
We'll come bail you out.
Yeah, you gonna bail me? You ain't gonna be able to find me. You know, people talk about this. I mean, not trying to be funny. What's this? The young guy Yada that was on Facebook, and I think they pretty much knocked him off Facebook. And so a lot of things he was pretty much rolling behind Dr. Sabi with all the healing stuff, and giving people a lot of good information. And then this man, the girlfriend or wife, whichever she is, she had the baby natural, showed how he stay at home in the tub, left the placenta on there so that the baby could get all the nutrients and cut it off, all plant-based. Just a lot of really good stuff. He charged you for it, of course, but a lot of really good stuff. And he disappeared. They bought all this property, and one of the business partners or whatever all of a sudden ended up dead, said they committed suicide, and he disappeared. Well, he got us still around, but he's not on social media as heavy. You have to look for him now. You can't just find him as easily as you could.
Right.
So I think it's time for us to wrap up today. I've talked all the show. Black Magic, anything. Oh, well, who are you? Black Magic, Ahmad, Andre, Tinker. I mean, who are we talking to right now?
I am Mr. Ahmad to you.
Oh, Mr.
Call me Mr.
Shit, if I call you Mr., I'm gonna hook you like Celia on Color Purple. Okay, Mr. got beat down on the end. You sure you want to be Mr. Ahmad?
I am Mr. to you.
Okay, well, Mr. Ahmad. Oh, somebody Blue Magic today. God, Kiara, she got you good. She said you Blue Magic today.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, he's slick. Like that Blue Magic ring. She's slick.
Y'all got jokes.
Go ahead and take us out, Black Magic.
All right. Thank you for joining us on Tlakas Tavern, and we will see you Tuesday, 7 p.m.
7-ish.
Sharp.
7-ish.
Well, yeah, I lied about that. We always late.
7-ish.
Matter of fact, we'll be fired if this was a real job. Don't you get like 3 or 4 tardies and then you're out of there?
No, you got a 7-minute grace period.
Shit. We would be so fired.
I utilize my 7 minutes. As long as I hit that clock by 6, I'm good.
We have never been on time at Tlakas Tavern.
It's the Tavern.
See y'all next week.